everybody, and welcome to another episode of Cup of Joe. Today we have TCI's very own Taylor Farmer to help me break down as Clemson takes on UNC this weekend. Now, not many people our age know that this is a rivalry. Like back in the 80s, this was a game that Clemson looked forward to, and that's probably because the last time Clemson played UNC in the regular season was when I was 11 years old. So that was I don't do math, 9 years ago. But I was really looking forward to when I saw this game on the schedule, because I grew up, hating North Carolina just as much as I hated South Carolina. But, Mac Brown might have me converted.
Yeah, when I grew up, there wasn't much talk about UNC. It was more my mom's side of the family liking Clemson, my dad's side liking Georgia. So it was more Clemson-Georgia talk rather than UNC. But now that UNC is on Clemson's schedule, it has a lot of people talking. And UNC might surprise a lot of people this year. Dabo talks really highly about them in all aspects of their game, whether it's their coaching staff, their defense, their offense, and especially with quarterback Sam Howell.
And Venables, who was not one to lightly hand out compliments, just, was praising Sam Howell. So let's take a look at what he had to say.
He's tough, competitive, instinctual, intelligent, plays with a lot of passion.
If I heard Brent Venables give anybody, any kind of praise, I know that is a player that Clemson is going to have to keep their eye on, because they are most likely going to give them trouble.
Sure.
So what do you think this week Clemson's defense is going to have to do to contain Sam Howell?
Well, Sam Howell makes a lot of plays with his legs. He's comfortable in the pocket, and really just someone who is important for the UNC's offense. Everything they do runs through him, and I think that Clemson's defense is going to have to be fast. They're going to have to play physical, and Sam gets better as the game goes on. He likes the tough situations. He likes when things get harder. So Clemson's going to have to stick him early and stick with him the whole game. He's not going to slide out of tackles. He wants to get hit. He takes those big hits, and he's going to run with that. So I think with a defensive line like Clemson's, with guys like Isaiah Simmons and Tanner Muse, they're really going to disrupt UNC's offense this weekend, and I think really create something difficult for Sam Howell.
Now, just to give you a comparison, Trevor Lawrence has completed 62% of his passes, where Sam Howell has completed 64%. Sam Howell also has more yards than Trevor Lawrence at 1,024 compared to 925. And I know you have to take into consideration playing time and their opponents, but right now on paper, Sam Howell is just as good of a quarterback as Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I agree. And I think obviously UNC is going to make some good plays this weekend, but I think that Clemson will control most of the game. Although UNC is hungry, they're coming off a 2-game losing streak, and they are 2-2, but Dabo says they're a team who could easily be 4-0 and a team that could beat the Tigers this weekend. So Clemson's got to stay on top of their game, because we know UNC is going to give their best game to Clemson in Chapel Hill this weekend.
Well, they like to tell us every single week, they take every opponent, the same exact way. They prepare for every opponent the same exact way. So I'm interested to see how this game's going to be this Saturday. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. Keep up with the Clemson Insider as we have full coverage of the 2019 season.